Okay, I'm back to getting my recruit tokens. I've saved up a ton of them, and that's the key sometimes if you want to level up your character's champion, or you can get them to where they're ascending. Now, I want to let you know ahead of time, you'll notice that I did cash in all of the 1-star credits because, well, I'm building up an army of ascended 1-star people. So, for instance, I have so far of the bunch Juggernaut and Iron Man 1-star that have been built up there, and that's taken a long time to get them to that point. But I can foresee that they will eventually be a 5-star. You just save up enough from right here. So, but my focus today is going to be on the 3, 4, and 5-star comics. So I've got about enough for one slot right now. I've got 159 command points, which is pretty good. I blew a lot on a sale they had more recently. If you ever get the opportunity, obviously go over here. You look through offers, but also if you look through vaults, sometimes they will present you with some really, really cool offers. But it was actually underneath the vaults that I saw something where it was like command points, and I cashed it in and I got a bunch of 5-star rewards, so that was pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and get into the cashing in of these. That's what we came here for. So we're going to go into heroic, and we can only do about 50 at a time. We got 216 heroic tokens, so let's go ahead and pull that and let's see how we do. Here we go. It's going to rapid fire. Okay, so far it's got a lot of characters I do have. This is good. And I'm working on trying to level up 2-star Bob to a 3-star, because he's already maxed out as a 2-star. I believe the same thing for Human Torch. I don't have Silk. A lot of these I do have. Yeah, this is good. Nope. I'm getting a couple here and there that I don't have. Like Morbius might be one of them. I haven't cashed that one in yet. Mystique's another one. Now, this is really cool, is when you do hoard this, you do increase the likelihood for bonus shards. So you see it really helps it out. What I'm trying to shoot for is getting Polaris fully maxed out, and I'm going to try to go ahead and get her ascended up by getting another 4-star Polaris and pairing those two together to get them to 5-star. She's a beast. If you do not have her inside your stable, I highly recommend you get Polaris. That is one that's well worth it. I'm going to go ahead and claim. All right, let's go ahead and keep on doing this. I don't have Victor Mancha. I had him at one point, but I think I got rid of him because I just wasn't using him. It was one of those ones where I really needed a slot for somebody much better. I lucked that one time in one of the vaults. I ended up getting a 4-star Squirrel Girl, and then I got 2 4-star Incredible Hulks, the 3-star version of him ascended to 4. So I'm trying to see about maxing him out so I can go ahead and get the paired together so I have a 5-star ascended version of the 3-star Hulk. If you're not familiar with ascended, essentially what happens is you will champ up a character by getting the 13 covers that they have for them. And then when you champ them up, it'll ask for additional levels beyond that. I think it's somewhere like 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star, but not 1-star, because as soon as you just champ it up, they're done. All right, you see we got a lot of bonus shards again. This is fantastic. Let's keep on pulling this. This could last for a while. Love him. Omega Red's awesome. The 5-star version was a beast. I don't have him yet, though. Get my tail kicked by him every time. But what you do in order to take like a 1-star comic and make it a 2-star, you need to have 2 of those. Only one of them needs to be fully champed up and maxed out. So meaning that they can't be able to get any more levels. They don't go any further. So you would take that one that's maxed out with the one that is just champed up, and you would then be moved up to 2-star. And then the same thing's going to happen. If you're doing a 1-star, you're going to need to pair those together again, get another 2-star to 2-star to go to 3-star. You just always have to have at least one maxed out comic in order to do the ascended, but you do have to have both of them champed up for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this. These are good. Now, the incredible part is when I go through and I'm going to start to cash in these, because then it's going to start to shoot off different levels. We'll get bonuses like hero points, some instances, different comics from related Marvel characters, shards, ISO, but you'll notice when this is done being checked in here, you'll notice I have like 4 million ISO 8s, which it's an insane amount. I literally, I never need to buy anymore for forever, I think, at this point, because I've just sat on so much ISO 8. All right, perfect. We are almost done with the heroic tokens. And I'll cash all these in when I've gone through every single one of these. It's going to probably be a bounce back and forth. And I'm almost certain with the number of 2-star comics we've gotten so far that we're going to definitely be able to champ somebody or ascend them up. Ascending's so much fun. All right, let's go to Elite. So this is just the 2- and 3-star comics. So I'd love to see some 2 stars. The 3 stars, I don't have all of them yet. I don't. 2 stars I have, I'm pretty sure I have everybody. Here we go. Cash it in. Scarlet Witch is a good one. Got Peggy Carter, Bob, Ares, yep. I don't know that I got Punisher yet. I had him and I think I might have sold him. A lot of stuff that I did early on playing this game, and see, I've been playing this game for a few years now, off and on. A lot of these are great, fantastic. I don't have Star-Lord yet. Might need to consider getting him. I've got a 4-star ascended 3-star Spider-Man. That one's a good one. Very beastie. I'd like to get him as a 5-star. I'm working on Electro as well. Electro's a great one. I believe if I can get him ascended, he will probably be a beast as a 5-star. And that is the 2-star version, not the 4 or 5-star version of Electro. Because there's the female version. I got the male version, the old school version. That one. Okay, this is good. Lots of Captain Marvels, lots of Captain Americas. I love seeing Electro because that excites me. Like I said, I'm trying to get him up to a 4-star right now. Vulture's a good one. All right. That's a lot of shards. Okay, we're going to keep on doing this. Hey, more Electro. Makes my day. I definitely have a feeling Captain Marvel's going up to a 3-star. So we're actually going to be able to see exactly what we're going to get with an Ascension. So, super exciting. I'd only intended just to kind of pull all these all at once because I love doing this. You're going to be surprised too as well when you hoard this many things. As I've done before, I did 1,000 at one point. You shoot up levels really fast. And that's one of the reasons I believe I have so much ISO 8 is because I just leveled up so incredibly quick and I had no way to spend all of it. Thankfully, a lot of these, I've already cashed them in. So all it's going to do is either A, level up my players, or B, ascend them. So I won't have to throw as many comics away now that I've been doing this for so long. But early on when I did this hoarding method, I didn't have the hero points or hero slots that I could be able to put people into. So I inevitably had to like get rid of like thousands of covers. And that's probably another reason why I have just an unending supply of ISO 8 because of all the comics that I let expire before. Honey Badger's a great one. I got a 4-star one from the vault one time. Same thing with Gambit. I got a 4-star ascended version of the 3-star guy. Yeah, Moonstone's going to definitely go up. High Evolutionary's badass. I like him. Don't get to use him too often. I find my favorite ones to use so far, I really like Aunt May, the 5-star version of her. Her attachment to Galactus is just brilliant. I love it. By the way, that's a great cheat if you're ever doing Puzzle Gauntlet and you have to beat the other team by killing them. Go in there, put a Galactus on them. As long as you protect that tile and it doesn't get matched, it'll kill them instantly. It's like a weird cheat hack I learned about a few months ago, I think it was. It was at least a few times before in the Puzzle Gauntlet, because that happens about once per month. Yeah, and in my supports as well, I've had some great supports come through as well. I think I only have 8 more of the 72 that they have available. We'll take a look at all that as soon as this is cashed in. Hellcow's definitely gonna either A, get maxed out, or B, get ascended, because there's a lot of Hellcows we getting popped up here. That was actually an accidental one. I didn't want to get it cashed in. I just happened to have ascended somebody, so it opens up a slot for you. By the way, that's one of the nice things about doing ascension, is it will open up a slot. As soon as you ascend, you've collapsed 2 into 1 slot, so it leaves that other 1 slot open. Well, the thing is, you can't just leave it open, because if you're given a cover, openly, not just a token, if you're given a cover, it will automatically fill that slot. And I think Hellcow was one of those ones that happened. I was like, I'll get rid of it. Next thing I know, I had it champed up. And I'm like, I'll go ahead and keep it. I don't think I've really ever used Hellcow, maybe more than once or twice. But yeah, Aunt May's my favorite. I really like 5-star Jubilee. She's badass. And can't beat Apocalypse. Apocalypse is so good, especially when you can get him just maxed out. Killmonger would probably be my other favorite one, but I don't have him maxed out on this. I have another account through Steam, and I have him almost champed up, and he's just incredible. Yeah, a lot of these I do have. Gamora I don't. Beast, I don't think so. Elektra, I don't think so. Nova, I do, yeah. Nightcrawler's pretty badass. And I do believe I've got a 3-star Ascended, 2-star Ares. Alright, let's go ahead and get these last 44 elite tokens. We're really getting up there now. Oh, this one's a good one. I used to love Thanos. I'd use him all the time, because when you use him and someone dies on the other team, death comes out and does additional damage to them. Sadly, it hurts your team at the same time. But it's a great way to kind of just blast through. So if you happen to be pretty new to the game and you need to kind of get through a lot more rounds really quick, I recommend using a combination of Doctor Strange, Thanos, and sometimes 2-star Hawkeye is really good. I like that when you do a 5 match and he will fire off the arrows. Alright, so we are set with the heroic. Alright, here's where it gets a little fun. We're going to look at 3- and 4-star comics now. I'm going to be honest with you. I've got quite a few 4-star comics, but I just don't know that it's going to pull too much, especially this little bit. So hopefully it pulls a lot more 3 than 4, because I have more 3s than 4s for sure. Here we go. Yep, I don't think I have Beast. I don't have that one. Nope. Yep. No. Yep. No. Yeah. No. Yes. There's a lot. It's a mixed bag here at this point. April Parker's really good too. Love her. I would love to see her ascended. Yeah, a lot of this, it's a mixed bag. I'm mostly seeing comics I don't really need. But if I end up leveling or ascending some people up, it might free up some spots. I have enough to unlock 1 spot. So if I send more, then that'll give me more spots I can play with. Alright, here's the last of them. And keep in mind, we still have the latest legends to hit. I'm saving the best for last. I had some classic legends, but I gotta be honest with you, I have very little discipline, and there are some times where I just want to be entertained. And so there was one night I just pulled, I think it was 7 of them or 8 of them, and they were all very disappointing pulls, sadly. It's much like this one right now. I'm getting a lot of them that I just don't. Yeah, a lot of these comics are going to probably go to waste. Kane Parker I have. Yeah, I think I just got Loki. Finally got Loki after all this time. Nice, nice, nice. All right, here we go. Oh, looks like we got a support. Let's go ahead and cash that in. Perk unlocked. It looks like I already had it, so supports are nice. Alrighty, here is when the fun begins. So, 40 covers. This is the latest legend, so this means that is 4-star or better. And here's what you're potentially going to get. You get 15 shards for the 4-star comic of your choice, and 3. Now, what I do with my favorites is I always just choose one in each one of the tiers. So if it's a 5-star person, I choose that one 5-star person. If you have somebody ascended, remember that whatever level they came from is where you're going to get the shards for. So for instance, I have my leveled up Incredible Hulk, who's a 3-star normally, ascended to a 4-star. I have to mark him, anticipate getting 3-star shards, not 4-star, 3-star. So in any event, you can see I'm very selective. I don't try to do a bunch of favorites at once. I just really get it focused, so that way it levels them up quicker. But you can see the odds of the things that we're going to get. Howard the Duck, I don't have that one. At least not the Jugger Duck, I think it is. Tony Ho and Winter Soldier, yeah, I don't have any of these. But I got plenty of these 4-stars. Love me some America Chavez. Probably one of my favorite comics. But let's go ahead, cross our fingers. Hopefully they give me some Apocalypse. I need one more Apocalypse, I believe, before I can go ahead and champ him up. So here we go. Fingers crossed. Okay, not a good start. Black Cat sucks. No. Yes. No, no. Yep. No, no. 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 Yeah, I'm getting a lot here. Come on, give me one Apocalypse. Hook me up here. I'm getting a lot. No, this is not looking good here, folks. Yeah, these are all brand new comics. This sucks. So a lot of these are probably going to end up going to waste. That's the unfortunate thing here. Dang. But we got bonus shards. So it gave us 1,100 bonus shards on Apocalypse. So we're good. We're more than taken care of. So that's perfect. So what we're going to do is, let's pull it out here. Before I cash in those command points, let me back out, and what we're going to do is go into the roster here. Now you can see I've got about 133 here on my roster. Plenty here. Very first thing I want to do, this is feeling, oh, this is good, this is satisfying. It is, of course, doing the champing up of a 5-star. And so I like shared strength. I like the fact that that's a special where he will fire off some repeater tiles, and those repeater tiles will pop up more shields. That works really well with Polaris and Nico Minoru. So both of those, that's like a stellar team. That's a great combination. By the way, play around with combinations. That's a fun part about this game. All right, let's level this up. So here's the funny thing. You saw how ridiculous amount of money I have there at the top. 44,458,000. We're going to take a little bite out of that, though. Tiny little bite. There we go. Another 20,000, and boom. So let's go ahead and cash in the rest of these. And now this is the reason why I attacked this. As soon as you have champed up your 5-star person, it's going to have the very first reward being a latest legends cover. Definitely get that. So that's why I usually leave it on. But now, since he's fulfilled that into things, my main concern is getting my other 5-star people champed up. So I've got 3 5-stars fully champed. My next one up is going to be May Parker. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit May Parker, since she's got close to half of the comics ready. I could be able to go over and choose somebody different, but this is where we're at. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to hit this very top one, and it's going to show us all the ones that we can level up. Now, I always start at the top, because if you're ascending comics, you want to make sure you get the top comic filled up. Going to the lower version is just going to waste time, because all you need is one of them maxed out. Both need to be champed up, but the one has to be fully maxed out in order to ascend. So with Incredible Hulk, I highly doubt we're going to get it. But the nice thing is, I'm going to be able to, first of all, let's get the covers. I'm just going to keep tapping. Okay, there wasn't that many. But I'm going to tap like crazy on the shards, because we got a boatload of shards. You can see it's firing off fast. Cool. Now, let's take a look here. You will see this is the 3-star Incredible Hulk, the indestructible Hulk, if you will. And you scroll all the way up to the top, you can see that it goes up to level 370. Now, that seems like, oh wow, that's great. You're at 324 right now. Well, the catch is you have to get 3 covers to level up. So it takes longer the higher that you ascend the character because it requires more comics. So I'm working on this guy, and as soon as I can get him up to 370, I'll be able to take the other 4-star and mend them together. Okay. Squirrel Girl. Never excited about her, but this was one I pulled from the vault. And I wasn't going to turn it away. Okay. Again, looking good. And all I'm doing is I'm just tapping until it's done. It's incredibly satisfying because you can see the levels are going up. Honey Badger's great. When she gets on a roll, ooh. Another good character. Okay, I do have Eye Patch Wolverine. For some reason I thought I didn't. I never use him, I guess. And that was another Vault one as well, I think. Because it was an Ascended version. Like, this was one I got from Vault. Great, kind of the latest Legends. It doesn't even look like we have scratched the surface with the number of comics we can do here. Okay, so this was another one I pulled from the vault. A lot of these things are just being lucky, I think. But also just playing consistently. Wow, Polaris really went up. Now the nice thing is, I believe this one is 370 as well. That's a 4-star is the max range. Yeah, 370. So she's got a ways to go, but unlike Incredible Hulk, she only will need an additional 80 covers in order to get to that point. Whereas Hulk's going to need 80 times 3, which is what, 240? The 240. Come on, Dale, what are you doing? Okay. There we go. Looking good. I never use Elektra. In fact, I totally forgot I had her. This is another one that I pulled from the vault. Another one I pulled from the vault. Love me some Deadpool. That's one of my favorite characters. Whales, Whales, Whales is one of the greatest, like, overpowered tricks you can do. Highly recommend that you use Deadpool every day. Go and use them at least once, because then you'll hoard up a lot of the Deadpool points, and you can cash them in for super whales, and it'll drop all those whales. Oh, nice. I actually just unlocked her, I believe. Sadly, that's all I got on that. Hey, there we go. Let's see if we can get below 4 million today. Oh, he's ready to ascend. I don't think I got another dev pool. No, I don't. I wish. That's a good one, too. If I've got more dev pools, I'll probably unlock him. Alright, that reset. Whoops. There we go. Alright, let's get Electro. We saw a lot of Electro comics there. I'm just flashing through them. There we go. Not bad. So again, he's very similar, just like Incredible Hulk is. He needs 2 covers to go for each level. So you're doing twice the work here than what you normally would. So it's gonna take a minute, but we'll get there eventually. Which actually I think with, give me just a moment here. I think actually with Electro there, well, at least with all of the 3-star people, I believe it's actually 266 maybe. Yeah, it's 266. So really that last one shouldn't be hard for us to get. Alright, let's head back up. Remember, we got a lot of Omega Reds. I'm just going to rapid fire this. There we go. Doctor Strange, great one. Love him. Dang it, I did not mean to step back out. But you know what? Let's go ahead and grab my ISOs. Yeah, it looks like we hit some milestones. We'll crash those milestones in later. Come back up here. Kamal Khan's another good one. Love this character, by the way. Oh, we might actually have her champed up here. Yeah, let's get that middle one. Boom. And boom. This is the beauty of doing the hoarding, is the fact that you just go through and just start champing people up like crazy. As long as you have the money, though. Sometimes if you don't have the money, that's when it kind of sucks. I might actually put a favorite on her so I can get her latest legends. I need to put a note to myself here, actually. Let's go and hit 4-star. Okay, we got Polaris on there. I'm going to pull Polaris off just briefly because I want to see about pulling Spider-Woman's latest legend. See, that's the next reward. So we'll hit it. Boom. There we go. Because we are going to pull more tokens, obviously. This is going to be a long one. Hopefully you've pulled a chair up and ready to sit back and enjoy the show. Okay. I think I messed up my filter here. Need to go... Oh, hang on. Pressing too many buttons here. Okay, got my reward. Let's come back in here. Okay. You know, I don't think I've used this guy more than a couple times since I got him. That was another one. I think he just kind of ended up getting swept up in like when I had an ascended spot and it was open. There we go. High Evolutionary is awesome. Great one. There we go. Come on now, Iron Patriot. Let's go. Not bad. Got about another 50 and all. 50? Oh no, he's 3-star, so that's going to actually be a lot more. Hang on. I keep forgetting. I think I said 266 for the 3-star. Yeah. 266. Alright. Magneto's also badass. He's even better as you start to ascend him. I love Iron Hammer. If you ever get the opportunity, this one right here is an amazing... If you can get that thing to fire off, it's got a 4-turn countdown thing. It wipes out the entire grid. It's really cool. It's very effective for some puzzle gauntlets sometimes. Just depends on what the goal is. Alright. I thought for sure I'd have more Human Torch, but maybe I'm thinking of the 2-star version. As you can see, as we're going down, it's going smaller and smaller value. Nightcrawler, he's getting up there. Alright. Not bad. Just burning through these. Kang's a good one as well. There's a lot of these I've got them, but sometimes I never use them. They're almost like they're there when you need them for like some Deadpool things like Crash the Titans or some special games where they're kind of overpowered. They'll put like an Infinity Stone on them and they're like 5 times as good. Like Black Panther, never use him. I've actually got 2 supports for him and I next to never use Black Panther. It's a good character. Good lord, Headpool. That was a lot of ones. I can say for sure I've never used Agatha Harkness. I don't even know her moves. I use Phyla-Vell, but I use the 5-star version. This was another one. I ascended somebody in the Jeffy or Jeffrey, the shark. Filled in the spot. There's another one. Love this one right here. One of my favorite characters. His blast arrow is really good, but what's even better is the speed shot. So if you make a 5 match or greater, they'll do 4 purple tiles that'll be turned into two turn countdown tiles that'll deal 1500 damage each. That keeps going up as you ascend your character, of course. Hey, here comes the latest legend. Boom. I'll take that. Thank you. Hey, another latest legend. We're going to have a lot of latest legends here by the time this is done. Yeah, I knew it. I figured I had this recently. I've been sitting on this one for a while. I think I had like 21,000 shards for him, and I was like, screw it, let me go ahead and just cash him in because I'm going to need him eventually. Nice. Oh, I don't know if I've got two of her yet. I don't think so. Yeah. Oops. Problem, as soon as you back out on it, it makes you reset. Alright, here we go. I don't think I've got two bullseyes yet. So yeah, there's going to probably be... And I'm maybe filling in some of these slots and ascending some of these smaller characters up, and it'll free up more slots, and then I can be able to bring in some other characters I don't have yet. I will bet you she's going to max out. No, we can't ascend her yet. Okay, that will probably be one of the ones I'm going to do. Kamala Khan got more. See, that's the nice thing, is when you start to open these things up, it starts to unlock more things in the other characters. Yeah, I've seen some Iron Man shards there. I don't think I have 2 of him yet. Yeah, again, I've been working really hard on the 1 stars to ascend them. I just forgot about the 2 stars, and I've just done only a couple of the 2 stars, I believe. Model 40 is awesome. Ooh-wee. She's gonna go soon. And a lot of gold. Or hero points. I just call them gold. Wow. Hey, we got more Incredible Hulk shards. That's good. And she's coming along too as well. I think that was another one of the ascension ones. I've ascended a lot of people. Alright, Hellcow had a lot. Dang. Wow. Alright, we're finally getting down to the end of it, and we'll be able to go back in and see what covers we have. And it'll probably do a couple of unlocks, I bet ya. I picked that one up recently. I think it was part of a storyline, and I was like, ah, screw it, let me go ahead and throw it in there. Oh wow. I think we're going to be able to champ him up, and I don't know if I've got 2 of him yet. Okay, we should have 13 now. Perfect. Okay, let me back out real quick, like, yes. Yep. Alright, so now we can ascend. Now you can actually see it done. I have this Dakin already. I don't know if it's Dakin or Dakin. I'm sorry. Marvel nerds, please don't kill me. But with Dakin here, I've already got him fully maxed out as a 2-star. You saw I just champed up the 1, but you noticed I didn't cash in the other covers because it would be a complete and total waste. it's going to absorb this other comic anyways, and they're going to go into 2. So you might as well hang on to those comics, because when it's leveled up, you'll get more prizes. So here we go. We're going to hit ascend. We're going to select that. We're going to ascend it, and now Dakin is a 3-star. And remember all those tokens I saved instead of cashing it in? Now we can get that latest Legends. Boom. Works nicely. Now I don't know that I've got a 3-star Dakin. I think that might be my first 3-star Dakin. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is. Electro's really close. So it looks like I need another 40 covers for him, so it's not too bad. We're getting there. I'm going to go ahead and cash in, get my stuff there, because we're going to end up spending it anyway. Oh, Bob, that's right. And as you saw here before I came in, there is the recruit heroes spot here that's open. But I'm not going to use it just yet. Okay, I believe we're going to be able to ascend Bob now. So, I'm going to keep him here. And again, much like we did with Dakin, we're just going to go ahead and look for him through ascend. There he is. That's the one that's maxed out. You notice I didn't waste any of the comics on the other one. I got him champed up, held on to those comics, because again, as soon as we go ahead and ascend them, boom, we're going to be able to cash it in and get ourselves the latest legend. And that's what's up. 4,200,000. I've lost 100,000 of that so far. Okay, so now we've got 2 open slots. Do we need anybody leveled up? Nope, nobody needs to be ISO'd up. Alright, let me look here real quick. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to be ready. I don't think Captain Marvel has anyone to ascend with yet. No. But the good news is we are not even remotely done. Because might as well go to the milestones. I'm sure this is probably collect 100 powers for 5-star heroes. Boom. That's nice. And boom. That's for promote 5-star heroes into champs. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. I still don't have Howard the Duck, I don't think. And I always check in on the lightning deals. I'm not looking for what I can waste money on, obviously, but sometimes they pop up things for command points and hero points. Yeah, see, I don't have that Hulk. Alright. Now, let's go back. We got 20 covers. Boom. It's a vicious cycle. And you remember how I had those slots opened up? Now they're throwing them in there. I totally forgot. But I can always take these 2 characters and toss them out if I wanted to. 3 characters. Not an issue. Hey, there we go. 100 shards. Love it. Spider-Woman got a little bit of a kickback too, so that's good. Hopefully we can get her latest legend. That 4-star Doctor Doom's good. Be nice if I have enough dev pool that I could be able to ascend him. Alrighty. And let's get those latest legends. We still have command points yet. Karnak, that's a good one. Spider-Man India is a beast. I've got Dr. Bong, but I just don't know why I've got him. Yeah, I'm sorry. What do I have in vaults? I think I just have the 32, and I'm just hoarding those. Yeah, I hoard the Taco Vault Spicy for 4-star comics that I need, and I don't need the 4-star Jubilee. Alrighty, so our next step is going to be to come in here. Let's cash in the rest of those comics. She's already getting kicked up, which is good. Let me back out and see where we're at. Static Cling. Yeah, let's do that one. Man, we got a lot of shards on her. Wow. So she only needs about 4 more comics before she's champed up. Seems like this is taking forever to get him up to the top. Oh, nice. 5-star Doctor Doom. I think I have him as well. Nope, maybe I don't. Might have been one that I sold. If I find a character is weak, like it only has like a few covers, and I need to make room, I get rid of them. Yeah, okay. I was right. Yeah, alright, there we go. Boom. Perfect, I do still have 5-star. Alright, now, before I go any further, what I'm going to do is, I'll go ahead and I'm going to get this all maxed out. I'm going to pull that favorite off, and let's back out, because as we're cashing in all these things, I don't want it being credited to the wrong one. So let's go to 4 stars, and I'm going to find a 4-star that I want, which is Polaris. Boom, because I want to max her out. My goal is to eventually get her up to 5-star, and I need her first maxed out before I get the next one in place. Okay, we're sitting there. Got the different suits here for him. I don't have this one yet, obviously. I didn't even know that one was there. But the holiday one's nice. I think I got one as well for the 4-star version. So my wife says, what do skins do? I'm like, absolutely nothing. She's like, really? Why? What's the point? I'm like, because you want to be festive? She didn't buy it. Alrighty. I think we're finally starting to get to the end of it, but I'm going to take a look through anybody that needs to be ascended, because we picked up those 3 empty slots and sadly got filled with trash comics. Yeah, like this one. That's pretty good though. Because I mean, you're looking at nearly 8 comics that's going to be boosted on top of this. I'm going to wait on this one. Same thing with Thor. I didn't want either one of those comics. In fact, you know what we're going to do is we're going to boom. Should be able to sell here. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of him. I'm just staring at it and you're probably saying, why don't you just press in? Because that's pretty good. But then again, I don't know that I needed it. So, alright, I believe we've cashed in everything. Okay, have we leveled everybody up? Alright, let's take a look who needs to be ascended. Okay. So, we've got, let me look at 1-stars. So we still need, this is crazy that we still need 6 of this. We didn't get that many with the Black Widow because we weren't pulling any 1-stars. I pull that on a regular basis, unfortunately. So let's take a look. We'll narrow it down. 1-star, there's nothing there. 2-star. Okay, so we can exchange some of these if we want to. But the question is, who is ready to be ascended among the 2-stars? And I think it might be Ghost Rider or Captain Marvel. So let's go over. Ghost Rider's at 144, Captain Marvel's at 144. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go over here. 2-star. And let's hit recruit. Boom. Alrighty. And I try to be strategic about this because in case I have more that I can use when it boosts up to get the latest legends, then that's ideal. Okay, don't look like we have any more black. Ooh, that was a close one. There we go. Okay, again, that's the lower one, so we want to go to the higher one for that one. 144. Ascend. See ya. She goes to the next level. And come on, give it to me. There we go. That's what I wanted. There's a lot of command points. Alright, let's get that next one. I believe it was Captain Marvel. And it looks like maybe even Bullseye might be ready for it too as well. Oops. You can see I'm just going through and just trying to evenly distribute, but unfortunately, you're at the mercy of whatever they give you. And it don't look like she's going to get leveled up today. No, at least at this moment. Let's see what Bullseye. Okay, we are... Dang it. One comic shy. Hey, now we're below 4 million. I did it. Ooh, we might be able to save just enough for one full comic. So if you save enough of these, it'll count for one. But I don't remember how to cash that in, though. There it is. That's all I needed. Okay, we're going to go ahead and ascend a 2-star Bullseye. Here we go. Boom. Hopefully we have a couple covers left that we can grab that latest Legends. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I might break 100. Level 100 here soon. Alright, no 1-stars, 2-stars. Where are we at? We got Thor. And that's it. 6 of him. Do I even have Thor? I don't remember. No. That's funny. I thought I did have Thor. Well, of no consequence right now. Alright, let's take a look at the 3-star Ascended dev pool. Okay, let's see if we can find some dev pools. Yes. Boom. Sadly, it's probably the only dev pool. Yes. My luck. I probably should have looked ahead. Oh my gosh, look at all those 3-stars. This is insane. Look at that, man. Oh my, what a, wow. Yeah, I think picking dev pool probably wasn't the smartest idea. Especially considering some of these look like there's easily 13 covers already, like Arcade, Victor Mancha, Gamora. But let's look at the 4-stars. Let's take a real quick glance at this one. Let's come back up. Sorry if this is making you sick. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these I don't have. I don't think I have very many champed up 4-stars, to be honest. I would like to have Wasp, because I have the Wasp gauntlets, and they are maxed out at level 250. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to stop looking at this for just a moment. Okay, and see what... Oh, Winter Soldier. We got a lot of Winter Soldier in the 5-star. I can't pass up on a good 5-star. That's 3 comics. Consider it done. I'm buying it. Hey, even better. We got 2 colors in there. It's not 3, but it's a start. Nice. Not bad at all. Howard the Duck. We got 2 of those. Alright. Let's back out. We're going to go over again. Recruit. And I believe we still have some legendaries left. And we also have command points. But I'm going to cache those command points until we have done all of the tokens. Yeah, I love that one. Yes. I don't have Lizard. But that's alright. Back out. Oh. And let's might as well just go ahead and get that. Alrighty. Beef him up. Boom. I believe this is the one we have the other con. Oh, maybe not. Must be another profile I have. Has the Ravagers outfit. I think it's the Ravagers. Okay, so now we've got these command points. Oh, I did get some red ISO. That's kind of nice. I've been working on... I don't see it right now. I'm probably confused. Yeah, I think I am confused. There it is. I try to level up just one at a time, so I'll continue to hoard, and I keep on building this up until it's maxed out. But this one is synergistic with Iron Man. Really, really nice. At the start of the battle, there's a 16.93% chance to gain 2 yellow AP. When the supported character makes a match, there's a 20.9% chance to fortify a friendly special tile. When you make a match 4 or greater, create a strength 50 projectile. The supported character's base red match damage is increased by 47. When Iron Man fires a power, there's a 34.1% chance to convert 2 basic tiles to red. So it's pretty brutal. I'm trying to max that one out, and the only ones I have maxed out at this point, that is the Wasp Gauntlets. That's topped out. And then for the 4 stars, I have the Omnipotent City. Brutal. I love this one. It's synergistic with any of the gods. You have the Space Stone and also the Tinkerer. I stopped doing Arc Reactor just because I don't use this 5-star Iron Man much. He's only got like 1 comic. Hopefully I can change that someday soon. Alright, I got enough money for 2 slots still, so let's go into recruit and let's cash in the rest of these command points. Alright, so we can either A, go with the latest legends, but here's the thing. I got Winter Soldier. This would make sense for me to come here, but the problem is I might end up getting Tony Ho, I think it is. So, and I think I just got Tony Ho, so maybe I should pull from here. The reason why I'm saying this is if we go to Classic Legends, we've got more 5 stars that we can pull from. See that? Whereas the other one's just the latest ones. And to me, I feel like we're missing out on the greater thing. Now the problem is you're going to start to pull in another 5 stars that you probably don't already have. So my quandary is, you know, at this point I can beef up these 2 that I have. I just don't have Howard the Duck, Jugger Duck. And if I got a 4-star, it's not the end of the world. But it would suck because I'm spending 5 more command points. So let's do this. Let's pull 4 of these. And if they're trash, we'll move over to Classic. Good one. I needed that. Didn't need her. Although I do have a support for her. Didn't need her. That was a trash pull. I'll do... Let me come down here. Let's try the Classic Legends. Maybe we'll get some better ones here. We'll try 4 on this one. Hey, there we go. 5-star Wolverine. Oh, yeah. Old Man Logan. That's a good one. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to take it or not, though. I usually try to wait to cash in a 5-star if I have like at least 3 or 4. I don't have Cloak and Dagger. I had that comic, though, when I was a kid. That very comic they just flashed up. Miles Morales. Okay. We're not doing so good. Come on, give me a Winter Soldier. Come on, there we go. Jugger Duck, go figure. I'll take those shards, though, for Polaris. Don't have the thing, but I think I've got the thing for comics, because they just gave all Fantastic Four away today. Mantis ain't too bad. Alright, I got enough for 3 covers here, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish out with Classic Legends. Go figure, that's not one I have, nor do I want. X-23 would be nice, I don't have her yet. And last one. And I believe this might take us to the end of our road today here. Because I'm going to hoard the other ones for the taco vault. I don't know, how am I doing on season pass? That's a lot of rewards. I'm going to save that for a slot instead. So let's come on over here. Let's see what we need to cash in yet. So we got Polaris. That's good. She's getting there. And Dr. Bong. There we go. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at our ascension list again. Alright, we already kind of figured out dev pool is probably not going to be possible unless... Yeah, see, unfortunately there's no comics to exchange. These are all the characters I don't have that are 3-star. And that is a boatload. So probably the best thing for me to do is maybe take my time, scroll through all these and see which ones I can get a full champ out of it. Looks like Mystique is possibly one. Emma Frost could be the other. Yeah, see, this is what I do, and I'll go scroll through and see which one's 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing Mystique might be the one we need. No, we're 8, 9. Okay, let's see if she's got shards. She's got shards. So I say screw it. Let's go ahead and let's recruit her. Gonna need to eventually get her anyway. See, this is a good thing we got the shards, because now we'll fill out the rest of this. Boom, boom, boom. So all we need is 2 more for her to get champed up. Not bad. I'm not mad at that, but I don't know that I'm gonna end up unlocking anything else right now. So the 5 stars, I would really feel bad about losing them, because it would be really great to get Howard the Duck, Jugger Duck. I've got 3. You know what? That's my rule. I hate that it's not the 3 different colors, but let's go ahead and take them. And we'll go ahead and kick him up. Yeah, I've lost about 1 million today. We took advantage of a good amount of the 5 stars. I didn't tap any of the 4 stars at all. I should do Howard the Duck because he's a rare character. But I just let his stuff expire. It's like MODOK. I just don't touch too many of the gimmicky ones because sometimes they're just not the greatest, most reliable characters to use when you're in a battle. Invisible Woman's great. I need to see about recruiting her. But unfortunately, I am out of slots, and unless I start killing off some people, there's not going to be any way for me to do that. But here's the really cool thing, is I got all these backup for ISO. So, not ISO, shards. Have all these shards on these guys, so if for some reason I run into again. So this was one, actually. That's about, let's see here, 6 covers. 6 covers. She's a 3-star. 1, 2. I might get rid of Mystique. Yeah, no more Captain Marvels, go figure. Just 2. How crazy is that? Well, that's just about gonna do it there. I figured I would go ahead and capture this whole process. If you enjoyed this, let me know. I'm a little bit more quiet, obviously, because my wife is sleeping in the house. I'm just trying to keep it down and not get too overboard, but that's exactly what I've done to build out my army. I've got 136 now. We start out with 133. We ascended a few people, filled in some of those slots. You can see some of the green glowing like things right here. That means those are ascended characters. So I cannot wait. I think the next ones to get ascended that I'm so excited about is the Incredible Hulk. And we're just so close. So close. But it's so far because we're at 325. Okay, and we have to hit 370. So at 370, I mean, you're looking at 45. So 45 times 3. So yeah, it's a long ways to go. But the nice thing is, I'm sure if I do another couple rounds of hoarding, if I hoard for about 2 or 3 months, that's about how long it took me for that one. It was about 2 months, maybe less than that. I usually pick away at some. I cherry pick. I probably would have done it a lot quicker if I have a little bit more restraint. But yeah, if you enjoy videos like this, let me know. I'll do more like it. Thankfully, they finally got the Apple iOS app working again, so now I can record it like this instead of like the overhead cam footage, which is just garbage. So, all right, thanks so much for tuning in. And again, you think of anything, kind of questions, hit me up.